Alright guys, welcome back to Paladins. I know the last video I put out was a Cassie video, but this video serves a little bit of a different purpose. Instead of kind of introducing you to Cassie and how I build her, it's more focused around a different point that I don't want to harp on too much necessarily, because this is like the fourth time I've recorded this commentary, and every time I get into something that I really want to talk about, I end up talking about it too much, and then I'm just like driving the point into the ground to the point where like I wouldn't even want to watch the fucking video. So I want to preface before we start the actual, like before the game gets too far in, I want to say like I had been having a bad night this night. I hadn't been playing well. I'd been dropping kills all game. I'd been having to switch off of characters that I wanted to play to characters that I didn't want to play because no one wanted to do a front line. It's the same thing that happened here. We didn't have a front line, but I said fuck it, and we're going to do it anyways. I get up here. You know, the team is hanging back. I'm not staying on the point. I'm really fucking cranky this evening. I'd been trying to get a gameplay all night, and it just hadn't been working out. And so, I don't know if you can tell in the gameplay, but I can certainly tell in the gameplay at the beginning of this that I was not in a good state of mind. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in a little bit when I go after the kill on this buck, and then I just end up essentially pouting and being a big fucking baby about it. So here it is. The buck comes up and I'm trying to get the kill on him, and I'm almost dead. He puts up the wall to save himself. I run away. I pop the scout so I can see where he's coming so I can get this kill. Miss some shots. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting extremely frustrated that I'm missing this many shots. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Oh, and he gets away. And then I miss like 3-4 autos there, and I'm so frustrated that when this guy comes up and just starts shooting me, I just fucking turn into a giant baby and just let this guy kill me. And like I said, this was a culmination of a lot of shit that happened all in one night, and I just wanted to get a good gameplay, and I just wanted for things to go well, and it wasn't going to work this game, I didn't think. And then this buck jumps up behind me and focuses me and gets the kill on me while my whole team is not even paying attention to me and is focusing on the objective, which is what they're supposed to do. But because I'm in a fucking pissy mood, I spam the VGS and call for help because I felt like my team was not supporting me, realizing that they're all squishies and they're not going to be able to support me as much as, you know, say a Fernando or another buck would. I didn't give a shit about that. I got killed twice, and we lost the first point, and I was fucking pissed about it. And then, here in about a minute, things start to change. But this point in particular starts to change because I'm just hopping on the point just because no one else seems to do that. But I notice immediately that my team is actually on the point. We're sticking on it. We know our limitations and we know what we are capable of. And that's the biggest thing, is like, because we're all playing, I assume, our main characters that are all squishy, we know that we shouldn't be on the point, but because we have no front line, we all have to share that duty. We all have to share the burden of being a frontline character. So we're all going to have to stand on the point at some point or at the same time just to make sure we get it. And we do, and we made a really good push on that second objective. And there goes our siege engine. I pick up 2 kills there, and I'm starting to feel better. The kill on this guy helped a lot because she was invisible, and it looked good, and it felt good getting that kill. And I'm starting to kind of breathe, you know, just kind of let all the crap go that had happened overnight and focus on this game and this round alone. Not letting all of this other shit that happened all night affect every game that I play for the rest of the night, and in particular this game. I am focused on this team, this set of players, and what I am doing this game. So I get targeted right there, and I immediately understand that because my team is a little ways behind me, my job is to go in here and I gotta get the turret down. Didn't realize there was another turret behind me, but I did get one turret down, and so my whole goal right now is to be the disruptor. I am gonna focus this barrack, and I'm gonna focus his turrets. And you see there, like, a little bit of hesitation. I shot at the barrack first and then realized, no, I don't give a shit about the barrack. I don't give a shit about the barrack. I give a shit about his turrets. I can deal with the barrack later. His turrets need to go right fucking now. And so I do that. And I've got to heal that second card that I picked up. So I know I can stay in this fight. because I can throw that on the point and get a couple of heals from the people on the point, and I can stay in this fight, and I can still do something. We can try and take this barrack down. We can get them off the point. They've been on the point a lot, and we don't have a lot of push, but the reason that is because we just can't run in there and all die. Like, we can't do that. We have to start picking them off, and we start to do just that. We start playing like a team that is made of squishies, but that is willing to stick around the fight as long as we need to. Like, if you noticed, our barrack was at like less than half health there, but he's sticking on the point. Like, we all, I can't speak for the other players because I'm not in their heads and we weren't on mics or anything, but I can say that I know that I made a conscious decision to play to this team and play to this game and not get so bitchy at them. And I feel like they probably did the same thing, just because of the way that this game ended up turning out and the way that my team ended up playing together after that 3.5 minute mark, when we got that first siege engine. You know, the Eevee right there noticed that I was in trouble and she came over and helped me. I backed off on the kill to make sure that there was enough deterrent there and I wasn't risking too much, and I didn't get greedy and try and get the kill. I think I may have gotten the kill. I honestly forgot now that I'm like talking about shit. But and we end up almost getting this point here, but we get it to half. So I mean, we're half a gate up on them, and that's, you know, the changing in playstyle is clearly working for the better. You know, we're doing better at this point. And like I said, for me personally, it's just because I decided to just play this game and forget that I had had a bunch of shitty games and not let that get to me. I got a lot of confidence off of those first 2 kills and I was able to run with it. And we started playing this it was a great game. Like, the team synergy felt really good. I'm looking for the Sky right there, thinking that that's where she would run because that's where she ran to last time. But see, look, I'm sitting on the point, I'm at half health, but I know I have a heal. Look at holy shit, that heal. Like, oh my god. Please, for the love of all that is holy, I know that means so much coming from a fucking atheist, but like, please pick up that heal instead of the scout heal. Like, it may seem really underwhelming, but at times like that, when you hit like their entire team or 3 members of their team, you have instantly full health from like please make sure you get that. And another thing that I wanted to point out, because I misread one of the cards that I picked up in my last video, and I actually read it the other day, which is why you don't see it in this build. And it was for everyone hit by your weapon, so your autos, in a 60% radius of that takes a certain percentage of your damage. So what I ended up doing was, because I like to play her based around her number 1, I took the card that I replaced it with is for every enemy hit, it immediately decreases your cooldown by 4 seconds. So if you, like right there, like I hit up at least one person, so I already have my 1 back up. And that's kind of the way I like to play her now. Now that I understand kind of how everything works, is make sure that 1 is up as quick as humanly possible and use it as much as you can. You have great single target damage just built into your kit with your weapon, and if you don't want to go AoE, you have really good single target damage with your 1. But if you do build with the triple shot, the amount your character then becomes based around using your 1 as dynamically as you possibly can. And the best way to use it as dynamically as you can is to have it up as much as possible. Now, that's all that card does. It doesn't give you any extra damage. It doesn't do anything. But I promise you that it will help. It works so well with the build. Like, it doesn't. It's such a utility card. And I would assume that a lot of new players would not use it just because it's not extra damage, it's not like anything fancy, it's just cooldown reduction. I'm telling you, man, that cooldown reduction works fucking wonders with her. Especially with the triple shot serrated arrow, which is what the whole thing is based around. Like, the three most impactful cards, well, all of the cards work really well together, but like when I think of this build, I think of the triple shot serrated arrow, and then obviously because of all of that, the 60% extra radius and extra knockup, it becomes a really good card, and because of that, the heal becomes a really good card, and then because of that, the cooldown becomes a good card. But the two biggest ones are serrated arrow, which cause bleed damage. I know I've said serrated arrow a lot, but I don't think I've ever explained what it does. Essentially just adds bleed damage. You can see those ticks going up. That's because of serrated arrow. But it's based around serrated arrow and the triple shot. And then everything else gets augmented because of that. I don't know if there's other ways to build Cassie. I'm sure there are. I'm sure you can make it work. I had a really good game the other day where I didn't get triple shot. I just didn't, because I was playing with people that had more of her cards, so I had more of a selection. And I ended up not getting triple shot first time around, so I had to do the double tap one, and so it was much more based around a much smaller area of effect and a much more single target damage focused. And I performed just as well, not just as well, but fairly decently with that build as well. So there's different ways that you can go about it, but this build is the one that I have cemented as being the one that I play with as long as I can get those cards. But ended up that game 319 points, 13, 2, and 8 with 70k damage, highest across the board. The rest of the team did really well. I hope this shows you what you're capable of when you can calm down and just play the game. Just play this game. Play that one round. Don't play this round plus the 5 extra ones that happened before it. Don't play that game and the 4 rounds of Smite that you played earlier that you fucking sucked at. Don't play that game and, whatever else is going on. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.